Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Les Brown's Motivational Monday Night Call, your place for motivation and inspiration by world-renowned speaker, author, coach, Mr. Les Brown, featuring some of his platinum speakers. And my name is Dr. Stacy N.C. Grant, and I have the privilege and the pleasure of being your host for these Motivational Monday Night Calls. But ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to spare another minute because I'm so excited that Mr. Brown has once again cleared his schedule. He's been traveling, he's been inspiring, he's been changing lives all over the globe, but he wanted to be here tonight with all of you so that you can hear straight from him just some of the exciting things that are happening in the Les Brown Enterprise family, and we're just so excited that he's here with us tonight to share another word with you and just to say good old-fashioned hello. So, Mr. Brown, is your mic live and on the line?
Yes, it is, and I'm ready.
I know that's right. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to you, mute my line, and allow you to do what you do best, which is inspire the greatness inside of us. Take it away, Mr. Brown.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Stacey. I appreciate you. I appreciate the fact that you do the call and you give it everything that you have every time you show up, and I really appreciate that. And your friendship means a great deal to me. And I'd like to thank all of you that are listening right now as we are taking on this new year. You know, some people haven't even been able to focus on goals and dreams because their lives have been under attack. I know that when I look at myself and the goal that I've had for myself is living a life of meaning, having a life that will make a difference in someone's day, inspire someone. I've been looking at Ruel Bogsdale, lives in Columbus, Ohio. He wanted me to write a foreword for a book he's done. And I'm going to do that. But I had to stop because it caused me to reflect, you know, what does this next chapter look like for me? I made a commitment to my mother, to myself, to God, that I would do certain things, I would impact people, I want to change lives, and I have not, in my estimation, lived up to my true potential. I've made some impact, but I know starting off this year, my oldest son, my namesake, Calvin, I want you to remember his name, Leslie Calvin Brown Jr., had a stroke. He's 50 years young. I don't care how old your children are. When they go through something, you go through it too. And so as I speak to you and ask you to pray for my son that I pray for every day, for a speedy recovery, that he'll be able to swallow. He has a feeding tube in his stomach. And as I deal with the pain of sciatica pain and cancer, it's been 20 years since I've been dealing with this, and the pain of the sciatica pain, two bulging discs pressing on a sciatic nerve, sometimes overpower the cancer. And between my son and the sciatic pain and the cancer, I took some hits, and as I was preparing to talk to you, I had to clear my head to deal with those things that are attacking my body and have the clarity of mind to do what I can to help my son and to put energy toward the things that I want to accomplish this year. Some big goals. And I want to share with you, what do you do when you're under stress and pressure? 10,000 people lost their jobs from Macy's. The Unlimited closed down. Thousands of people got a notice. We are through. Shopping malls are now dinosaurs, and they're going to be closing. Amazon is putting a lot of businesses out of business. And yet there's some new opportunities, some new things happening. And at this stage of my life, at 72, I used to think people who were in their 40s were old. I'm 72. I can't believe it. I don't feel it. And I don't look 72 because I use mascara to cover my gray. There's no shame in my gaze at all. You know? Oh, my God. And I'm on medication that deals with the sciatic pain and the cancer that makes you cry at the drop of a hat. Do you hear me? It's part of the side effects, the negative side effects. You're in a perpetual state of melancholy, and you have to fight depression. You know, it's a challenge. So when you have those kinds of things going on, somebody's going through a divorce. I talked to a lady. Their husband left her. They had 5 restaurants in New York, and he left and just left her holding the bag, and she has to start all over again with the children. And that's another kind of stress. So when you have health stress and relationship stress and the stress of losing your job and wondering, how am I going to pay my mortgage note and my car note and my bills? How am I going to make it? It's challenging. So let's look at this. Number one, it's very important for you to get still. One of the things I had to do today was just to focus on me. There's something Ian Levant said. She said, give to yourself until your cup runneth over, and then give to others from the overflow. So I had to give to myself. I'm here in North Miami Beach, and I went to walk by the water, remembering the scripture, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be added unto you that you envision now, including curing yourself from cancer and the sciatic pain, including your son being able to swallow food again and won't have to be fed through his stomach with a tube. And as I was walking and focusing on just getting still and saying peace, I suggest that you do that you take the time. I was walking and saying peace, tears coming down my face, saying peace. I give thanks for the peace that I have now that passes all human understanding. And then I came out of the nippy weather and start watching myself on YouTube. I said, say something to me. Talk to me. I know other people talk to you, Leslie, and I know they listen to you, but I need you to listen to me. I need you to talk to me. I was listening to myself. I felt powerless. And all I can do for my son is pray. That's all I can do. I'm not a doctor. All I can do is pray. And not allow him to know how his pain affects me. And I can say to you, going in is what we're told is not easy, but I can tell you that through a dedicated, determined effort, as you affirm, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. As you affirm to yourself, this has not come to stay. It has come to pass. I'm going to get through this. There's a presence, there's a power, there's something in you. If you don't surrender to what's going on, if you don't give in to what's going on, and stand your ground through tears, stand your ground through prayers, stand your ground if you have to scream, trust me, something will happen. You're going to get a breakthrough. Something is going to happen, a blessing out of nowhere. Something is going to happen for you. And having the conviction and the expectation and a spirit of gratitude, I give thanks. I give thanks for the strength, for the power to go through this experience. I give thanks for the ability to still be able to speak. First I said, should I say anything tonight? Yes, I've got to. I can't tell you that you must affirm to yourself, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it, and not do it myself, because life doesn't wait. You've got to keep moving. Don't stop. I'm not given the luxury of becoming depressed. I'm not given the luxury of throwing in the towel. No, it's not in my DNA. There's something in you. There's something in me that's stronger than anything that we're facing right now. I know that to be true. I believe that. I believe in the power of prayer. That's why I ask you to pray for Calvin and pray for me. And pray for yourself and the people that you care about. Prayers have been proven scientifically. People say, oh, I'll pray for you. They really don't. But there's some people who do. And I thank you for your prayers for my son and for me. And so the first thing is lean into it. Expect and know that you're going to get through this, and keep your head up. Keep your head up. A friend of mine was diagnosed with AIDS, and the little community where she lived, she heard people whispering that that's the lady with AIDS. And she said at first she was going to turn around and leave. And she stood in line, and she said, Leslie, I held my head up. She said, I remember when you talked about the first house that you bought for your mother, and you went through a foreclosure, and you were standing behind the truck unloading the furniture, crying and feeling humiliated and stupid because you lost this house, this dream that you purchased this house and didn't do a title search. And your mother said, what are you crying for, boy? And she put her hand under your chin and pushed your head up and said, hold your head up and take that furniture in the house. We still have each other. And that's what you have to do. I had to hold my head up. That in spite of the sciatica pain, in spite of the cancer, in spite of the fact that my son is being fed in his stomach with a tube, and he's depressed and wants to eat, and he can't swallow water, I have to hold my head up because I still have my voice. I still can help somebody today. I still can do something. I still can live out my purpose if this is my last day on earth. They said he went out speaking with his head up. Next thing is, feed your mind. Feed your faith. I started listening to some audio programs. I've got out books that I'm reading. Some I've read 4 and 5 times. I started watching myself on YouTube as a stranger, and my life is in a different place. And I allowed myself to be saturated with other voices of people that I've worked with, people that I've trained who now speak, and their voices have been ministering to me. And so block out the time to saturate your mind. Go on YouTube and find my voice. It's there. I found it very helpful to me. And it was me saying things that I've said, and my place is a different place of consciousness, but because of the pain that I'm going through, I heard it with a new set of ears. Helped me to get through it, gave me some strength and some power. When I hear these new young speakers out here that I love and admire, that as I was searching for positive things to listen to today, we have to feed our faith so that the pain and the depression and the obstacles and the setbacks and the various adverse circumstances don't overwhelm us. Because when shall the kingdom of God come? It cometh not by observation, it shall say, it's neither lo there, lo here. Behold, the kingdom of God is within you. Can't be a kingdom without a king. You are master. You are the master of your faith. You're greater than anything that you're going through, anything that you're facing. If you don't have a job, if you just got an email saying that we've sent your job to Mexico, greater is he that is in you than he that's in the world. There's something in you. I know. See, it's one thing when all the stuff that's going on, and don't focus on this madness, this craziness with Donald Trump. Don't worry about who's in the White House. Worry about who's in your house. That's what you want to be concerned about. There will always be distractions. There will always be things out here that if you look at them, you become mesmerized and paralyzed. It will take your power away. You don't have the luxury to watch negative things or listen to negative things or be around negative people. You don't have the luxury. Even when things are bad, you don't have the luxury to allow those things to dominate your thoughts. You are the author of your thoughts. You've got to call forth those things that be not as though they were. My son, John Leslie, boy, that's my youngest son. Boy, he's a piece of work. My God. Not only is he a Gemini, 5 different people, and he's bipolar. He was on Facebook the other day saying, I bought more weed and paid for more weed than I have my personal development. Oh my God. What? He's at Harvard. He's in school. I'm scared to ask, how did you get there? What did you do? But he's my son. I love him. And he's himself yesterday for the past 3 days. I don't know who I'm going to get on the phone when I call him. And so I just said, Lord, what else you going to do? Sometimes you want to pass the cup. Say, Lord, let me give you some names or some emails. Can you have somebody else that you give some more stuff to? I'm dealing with cancer. I'm dealing with sciatic pain. My son, one of them got a tube in the other one, his stomach, the other one is bipolar. Can you find somebody else? People say, oh, this is for your growth and development. Well, I have grown enough. I don't want to grow no more. I've grown so much I probably have some wings. I don't want to grow no more. Just leave me alone. Sometimes life will whip you so bad, you just say, just leave me alone. I won't grow. I'm fine. Just leave me like I is. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. I need to go down to Walgreens to get my pain medicine. Okay. So all kind of stuff's going to happen. This is some crazy times here. You hear me? And you don't have the time to be looking at what's going on in politics or any place else in the world. You have got to keep your mind focused. He said, I'll keep thee in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, not on thee and your problems, not on thee and the cancer or the sciatic nerve or the pain, not on thee and what's happening with your kids. I'll keep thee in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee. And that takes effort. That takes effort. Next thing is, what is it that you need to do? Sometimes the best thing to do is to be still. Just to be still and to give thanks. And Lord, I thank you for the ideas that are coming to me right now. I thank you. I'm writing this. I'm encouraging you to write to yourself. This is what I've written to myself. I thank you for my healing. I've been calling for it every year. Hasn't got here yet, but it doesn't mean that it's not coming. This is my 21st year. This is the year. Well, you said that for the past 20 years. Yes, but this is the 21st year I've been dealing with cancer, and 3 times 7 is 21, and 7 is my lucky number. That's my lucky number. Yes, it is. So, as you give thanks and have a spirit of expectation and believe and know that help is on the way, doors will be open you did not see. I believe in angels. I do. God knows I do. I do. I believe my mother is looking out for me and my cousin Boo on the other side. I do believe that. I do. I do. We're not alone. He said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you. So I don't feel forsaken. Even though it hurts sometimes, it's okay. Everybody goes through it. So being active, that's why I'm talking to you now, rather than in a corner focusing on the pain in my back. No. I'm being active. I believe when I speak that I please God because I'm in alignment with my purpose. There's something for you to do. And when you find that, when you decide to be an active force in life, when you hold your head up and resolve, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. This is not going to get the best of me. I'm going to make it through this. I can tell you, and listen to the old man, I can tell you what I know. As we agree and be in alignment with that, and affirm that and believe that and work toward the breakthrough. Don't wait on it, but work on it. Things begin to happen. Something is going to happen for you right now. Some breakthroughs are going to happen for you. Phone calls going to come through. Something that you didn't even know was going to happen for you, that you can say, oh, thank you, God. Unexpected blessings will happen for you when you align yourself in the right mindset of positive knowing and expectation and faith. That gives you a breakthrough. People won't understand. How could you still be positive? How could you still have your head up? How could you still be motivated after all you've gone through? How could you? You don't know the God I serve. There's some things you can't process mentally. It doesn't fit within the realm of logic and being realistic. All you can do is just say, thank you, Lord. I know this too shall pass. I know this has not come to stay. I'm stronger than this. Thank you for reminding me in all things give thanks. Thank you. I'm going to be stronger on the other side of this. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have the power, whatever you're facing. You have the power to go through it and more. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Stacey?
Thank you, Mr. Brown. I was in here cracking up so hard my side is hurting.
I want you to post this on our Facebook. We got to post this one tonight. We got to post this somewhere. I think there's some other people that need to hear this tonight.
Absolutely, absolutely. They need to hear it, and let your message that you bring. You know, a lot of people just give up or they fall into that depressed state because things are not happening the way they would like or they're experiencing pain. But you just brought a message tonight where you shared your transparent truth, and that's why millions of people love you, appreciate you, because you are the message that you bring of hope and inspiration and praying, being still, being in a space of gratitude. It all makes such a huge difference on being able to do this thing called life. So I just thank you for taking out the time. I know you pushed through to be here tonight, and the audience appreciates you. And I don't know if you have a moment or two that we could open up the line so they could just tell you directly instead of trusting me to relay the information.
Well,
so can we give them about 2 minutes?
Well, first of all, I need you to send me that one because I need to hear it for myself. I just delivered it, but I need it for myself before I go.
I absolutely will. I'll make sure that you're the first one to get it and share that out. We have to definitely put it up on your Facebook page because this is a powerful message. And in this space and time, Les, I tell you, you were speaking and it reminded me of a young lady that I work with. She just got diagnosed with colon cancer. And the very day she got the diagnosis, her mother passed away down the hall from her in the same hospital. And I said, wow. Like when things happen, you don't have any control over it, but Les, her attitude is so amazing. She said, well, my mom is at peace now, and we've been going back and forth with her health, but at least I know she's at rest, and I'm going to fight this cancer. I'm not just taking this diagnosis. And she started sharing her story every day on Facebook and helping to be an advocate for getting checked for colonoscopies and preventing cancer, and I just stood in awe listening to her, Les. When some people with a head cold and the flu, they're ready to give up. She got diagnosed with colon cancer. She's fighting like she's never fought before and still bringing hope to other people. And she told me that individuals started inboxing her, Les, telling them that they went to go get their colonoscopy and found polyps, and because of her, they were able to have it removed before it advanced. I said, wow, wow.
Yeah,
All I could, wow.
I want you to get her information for me. You know, let me share this with you, and I have not said this. First of all, anybody, this came to me. Anybody know where I can get some pure frankincense in this country or out of the country? Frankincense, I used to have some pure frankincense, and it really, it worked extremely well for me. So if you know where I get some frankincense or someone I can call, my number, you just email me at lesbrown77@gmail.com. lesbrown77@gmail.com. Last time I saw the oncologist, he said that I had prostate-resistant cancer. That means that the medication that they gave me and what has been keeping it from metastasizing further the past 20 years no longer works. And so I was smiling as I was leaving, and he said, that's a good smile. What is that? I said, smile of assurance. I said, you might have run out of options, but I haven't. There is more. And if that young lady's listening or anyone's listening, just because someone has a stethoscope and a white jacket, they are not God. They don't know everything. They do a lot of good. They do a lot of good that they don't get credit for. But there's a biology of faith. There's some power in believing and knowing and being an active force that you have to draw the line. You know, there's a quote that I love, that life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, what you don't want will automatically take over. Now, I want to segue to this. If you're looking to do something that will give you some purpose and meaning, I encourage you to become a part of the Les Brown Institute. I want you to go to the website, the Les Brown Institute. We're looking for people who want to invest in themselves, who want to be mentored to become life coaches or speakers or trainers. My goal is to train a minimum of 2,000 messengers of a hope this year. Had a young lady who says she has an MBA, and she said, I'm tired of working on a job where they don't respect me, they don't appreciate me. She said, I want to do something that has meaning, that my life has some value, and I want to help people. She says, that's who I am. She said, I want to be involved. Let me know, and I had her to do that. I'm going to crank up. I'm working on my mentor's book. I'm starting a book club with the book, and I want you to get this. I need some more people to make it worth my time. It's called The Road to Your Best Stuff by Mike Williams. He's my mentor. I wrote the foreword for that. Had it not been for Mike Williams, you would not hear this voice, Les Brown. I had no idea that this Les Brown existed. I was at WVKO in Columbus, Ohio, and he said, Brownie, you are more than a disc jockey. I was Les Brown, the man about town. And he changed my life. And so he wrote a book called The Road to Your Best Stuff. If you want this to be the best year you have ever had, I want to start a community of people who are serious, who are hungry. And if you haven't seen me on YouTube, put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome. It's not over till you win. I'm looking for the one. Mike Williams, he found me, but I want 21 Les Browns, 21 people that I can pour into and do with them what Mike Williams did with me and for me. And he's going to be on the call with me as well. You're going to hear him as well. He's looking for some more Les Browns, and I'm looking for them too. People who are serious, hungry. And I don't need 21. I got Stacy, so that means I only need 20 now. I know you got your position locked down. I know that. Let the record show up in here. I ain't looking on you because you get the butter from the duck. I want you to know I know who you is. I know how you get. The last time we trained together, I had such a wonderful time.
Absolutely.
Where were we?
We were in Cleveland,
Cleveland,
Ohio, and North Carolina. We've been tearing up the road together, Mr. Brown.
Yeah, well, I got something else. I'm putting my own tour together. So you got to be hungry. So I've got some cities in Florida, and I think we're going to go to Atlanta, and I think we're going to go to Detroit, and I'm looking at Philadelphia. So I've got you, and going to get some of the other speakers. We're going to go on the road together. You got to be hungry. Those of you that, when you hear about it, please turn out. But you know what I like to do right now? I want to encourage people to check out the Les Brown Institute, see what we're doing, and we take the guesswork. We provide everything you need. If you're ready to start a new career and go into business for yourself, everything you need. Just go there and just look at it. And if you're not interested, spread the word. Spread the word to some other people who want to live a life of meaning and purpose. What I'd like to hear some feedback from those who are on the phone, at least 3 or 4 people.
Okay, so let's put the call. I'm going to put the call in Q&A mode. So everybody that's listening, we need you to speak one at a time so Mr. Brown can hear you. So when I open up the lines, remember, one at a time, and then you could have a question or a comment for Mr. Brown, and we'll be able to hear you. Stand by, please.
All callers are unmuted. All callers are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
Hi, Dr. Stacy. Hi, Dr. Stacy.
Oh, is that Karen?
Hi there, Les Brown. It's Faith Stamper, California.
Okay, we have people. Hold on one second. We have 3 people. We'll have California go, and then I think I heard Karen, and then the third.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Oh, gosh. I can't think.
Can you hear me?
Go right ahead.
Okay, this is California. This is Faith Stamper. Les Brown, you put so much into me. We had a wonderful luncheon at the picnic restaurant in Playa del Rey. Playa Vista.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, you do remember. And we're out here making it happen here in California, one cup at a time. You have motivated us to greater heights, and we are praying for you every day.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right.
And I'm gonna send you that frankincense. Contact. We have a lot of health people out here.
lesbrown77@gmail.com. Please.
Okay. I'll send that to you. I'll send that to you in the next hour.
Awesome. And if you can just mute the line once you speaking so that we don't have an echo, because when it gets too noisy, it's hard for Mr. Brown to hear. So thank you so much for that. And Karen, you can go next.
Hi, Dr. Hi, Mr. Brown. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to say, Mr. Brown, thank you so much. I got a shock of my life last night, but I woke up, something told me go to the gym, I worked out, and I went to the library. And I am determined. I'm not letting nothing come between my purpose. I have a divine assignment, and I'm not letting nothing. You not allowing your pain, I'm not going to allow my troubles to get me down. Thank you. I needed to hear this. Not only that, I can help you, Mr. Brown. I know a doctor that can help you with your cancer.
Please email lesbrown77@gmail.com. Thank you. Stacy?
I went there, sir, but it's not working. So that's why I keep sending you from links in, because we're linked together. I've been trying to get in contact with you, sir.
Okay. Okay, Stacy, block everybody out. I'm going to give them another.
All callers are muted.
Go to lesbrownofficial@gmail.com. lesbrownofficial@gmail.com. I don't know, lesbrown77@gmail.com should be working, but if it's not working, lesbrownofficial, like a public official, lesbrownofficial@gmail.com. Email me there. Frankincense is the one thing that helps me with the pain that I deal with. And a guy brought me some, and he got it from someone in the Middle East, and I haven't been able to get in touch with him. So if you know anyone that has pure frankincense, not stuff that's in capsule or something, I'm talking about pure frankincense, let me know. Stacey, are you there?
I am right here, and what I'm going to do is make sure, Karen, if you're still listening, I will make sure that we connect and you get that email to Mr. Brown with that information. She does a lot of holistic health, and I think she has a contact with the frankincense as well, and there were some others who also wanted to get you that information. So we will definitely make sure, lesbrownofficial@gmail, try that account. If you don't get through for any reason, you can send a message to my team, and we'll make sure Mr. Brown gets it, and that's info@destinydesignersuniversity.com, info@destinydesignersuniversity.com. So either way, we'll make sure Mr. Brown receives all of the information that you have regarding pure frankincense that we can get to him, and any of you that are interested in joining the Les Brown Institute, just go to lesbrowninstitute.com so that you can be a part of the growing community of voices that will change this planet one person at a time. And of course, connect with Mr. Brown online on Facebook at brown.les, that's brown.les. And you can also visit lesbrown.com for other upcoming programs and events. So, Mr. Brown, thank you for staying the extra time with the audience tonight. Thank you for being the message that you bring, for sharing that no one promised us a rose garden. Life is going to have its ups and its downs, but it's our reaction to it, how we can settle ourselves, what do we feed in our mind, how do we stay prayed up. Be still, and above all, just be thankful to be above ground. So I love you, appreciate you. It's a blessing that I get to work with you on this level, traveling the world and doing what we do. Thank you for pouring into me so that I can continue to move forward with the greatness that you have inspired all of us to live up to. So get some rest, and we look forward to getting you back again next week if the travel schedule allows, live on the Les Brown Motivational Monday Night Call.
Oh, listen, I'm going to be going out to Dallas, Texas this weekend, and then next weekend I'll be in Oakland, California. Out there, a radio station is bringing me in, so we're going to be moving around it. But thank you so much, and thank everybody for listening tonight, and I appreciate you so much for the job that you're doing. Take care. Love you and appreciate you. Good night, everyone.
Love you more. Good night, Les. Good night, everyone. Bye for now.